the past for your people? Can you mention a few?
I don't like to blow my trumpet. Again,
but again, if you don't blow it yourself,
and I will speak to that, since you are pushing me. You see, character matters.
Okay.
I have an NGO that is called Chinedu Onyezu Foundation. I am, to shock you, I live in a 3-bedroom bungalow. Despite all the resources and access to finance, and access to finance on money that should to finance on money that should give me money that should give me a duplex, perhaps that has over 8 rooms. Do you know why I live in a 3-bedroom bungalow? Because I feel the empathy of those that don't have homes. I build homes for widows. Last December 28th, and my campaign team members can attest to this, we went to Okwa East to open a home for a widow who barely had a shelter for herself and her children. She has a young girl, 15-year young girl that was blind. So that is what I do, and it's about character again. I don't believe that I need more than a 6x4 feet bed to sleep. I tell friends that if you cannot sleep in a room, then you might be having a spiritual problem. If you need to build 8-room duplex for you to live in, then there's a spiritual problem that is making you stay in all the 8 rooms in a night before you wake up in the morning. You see, so and I tell you this, I will not go beyond that 3-bedroom bungalow that is the best house I've ever built. And I cherish it a lot. My friends some tell me that, this place it's not befitting for your class. You should be having a duplex, a mansion in your home. So that speaks to character. So when we speak to what have I done before, apart from the things I've done in the private sector as a petroleum engineer and as a manager with a multinational oil company, I have been able to touch the lives of widows every year, and this started since the last 6 years, before I even dreamt of being.
So you are not an overnight philanthropist simply because you want to vie for a position.
That's right.
You can go and verify if it is my principal, Peter Gregory Obi. You can go and verify after this session. I'm happy to drive you back to my house so that you can see what I'm telling you. You see, so that is what life should be about.
Okay.
And as I said, Abia Southerners will witness a transformation if I am given the mandate. And I know they have given it to me the way I am received, and I thank them for that. So I encourage them to continue to show support and commitment to this cause of taking back our country, Nigeria, of taking back our senatorial zone, Abia South. Okay. Enough is enough, and our mumu don't do.
Okay, thank you so much, Engineer Chinedu. You are a very, very young person, compared to others that are actually vying the same post with you. Now, talk about
young Nigerians are in the streets hustling for the things they are just doing because they have to survive. So we have a Power Youth program. We call it a 10-to-1 mentor-mentee program. We are going to open up a platform that allows them to register for the kind of skill they are interested in. And these are categories of youths that are not graduates. So we have plans for those that are graduates that are unemployed. and those that are not graduates. For those that are not graduates, we have the 10-to-1 program where if you decide to be maybe an underwater welder, for example, we will have 10 young people nominate to train under an expert who is an underwater expert that works for Shell or Chevron doing underwater welding. If it will take a year for them to train and learn the skill, we will put them in that program. And after a year, we will when they have graduated, we will support them. We will put together we'll give them the tools they will need to take off from what we call what we will set up, a 10 billion naira fund that we will set up. So they will be going there to take money to settle these our young people, and then they will be paying back on the free interest loan so that others can benefit from the program. The second phase, which is for those that are graduates, we are going to set up what we call an innovation hub in Abia South. Innovation Hub allows us to encourage them to start businesses because we want to create wealth. We don't want to empower people by giving. We don't believe in keke or Okada empowerment as is currently being done by Senator Abaribe and the governor. That is not empowerment. We want to sustain, empower our people so that they become billionaires in dollars. An example is Flutterwave in the southwest Lagos, where young people came together. They were given seed funds to start up businesses, and today Flutterwave is worth over $2 billion. That is the kind of empowerment we want to bring to our people. So we will set up an innovation hub under the Power Youth program, so that ideas that the Aba man has, the Aba boy has, will be nurtured and grown into multinational businesses. That is the program we have for youth. For women, we also have a Power Women program. I won't, I will be very specific in our program. We believe our women in this part of the state are very good in farming. So we are going to set up clusters that will take off their harvest and process them into higher valued products. And we are going to the first phase will narrow down to cassava farming and cassava farming and corn farming. So we are naturally good at that's what our people in the rural areas are good at. So I'm talking with Vance. Vance is the biggest bioethanol company in the world. They are based in Malaysia. They are coming down here after my inauguration to set up clusters across the senatorial zone, so that our mothers that farm cassava and corn can be employed.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Engineer. I like the optimism in your voice this morning after your inauguration. But we are totally out of time. Like I said before, it's 9:40, 20 minutes to go. And so we need to open the phone lines so the listener could also call in and be part of the debate this morning. It's more like an interview because other candidates did not show up this morning, which is so terrible for someone who wants a vote from the people, who wants the people to actually back him for a particular position, and then you didn't deem it necessary to come and talk to them. I'm embarrassed on their behalf anyway, but that's fine. Like it is said right here, it is only an incompetent candidate that will not debate. We'll go for this short break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines. Kindly stay with us.
Get into Ndada. No, Zij. Honorable one Abalosa. Ogaroro home lalo geagalo. Ogaroro home lalo geagalo. I am obediently edified.
Yes, so my people, when our country don't want organize, it's not the only president and the government, because I feel I don't know, say, it gets what they call the National Assembly. Now that consists of the Senate, the legislators. Now then they make laws. But when we fail to fix the right people for this position, our country go pass to the Calabao. But this time around, we don't miss them again. We must get it right. That is why we have to vote wisely. We have to vote our own brother, Chinedu Oyesu, for Abia South Senatorial District. Now for under Labour Party, yes, Chinedu Oyesu from Abia South, from Senate. Come 2023 elections.
Nada. Chinedu Simbonya Nyema. Okoroba Marama Yama. Okoroba Jemba. Okoroba Giranganyent. Okoroba Gimani Jaju. Anagira Sayara. And enjoy a hemet by that one. Okoroba Gibranyaka. Lobo Yanki teacher.
And make you not forget to get your PVCO. Now your PVCO. PVC be your power.
Labour Party forward ever. Ahmed O.
The Abia State Election Debate Team has announced an adjustment to the schedule of the ongoing election debate as candidates and political parties have also adjusted their programs following the recent passing of the PDP flag bearer. The new schedule is as follows. Abia North Senatorial Zone, Friday, February 3rd, 2023. Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Saturday, February 4th. Abia South Senatorial Zone, Tuesday, February 7th. Deputy Governorship Debate, Tuesday, February 14th. Governorship Debate, Wednesday, February 15th. Participating candidates and political parties are to take note of the new schedule. For inquiries, call 0806 464 8667 or 0806 356 8266. Announcer, organizers, Abia State Election Debate Team.
Okay, if you are just joining us, this is Abia State Election Debate, and yes, we have been speaking with Engineer Chinedu Onyizu, who is vying for the post of Abia Senate. That is Abia South, I beg your pardon, Abia South Senatorial District. Okay, special thanks to our partnering radio stations, Flow FM 94.9, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Love 99.9 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM, all in the city capital, or the capital city rather of Umuahia, and Sun 93.1 FM, Iberi.
And of course, our online media partners, Alpha News TV, Candid Reporters, City Times, Infonet Niger, Casa News, The Bridge News, and Prof. J's blog. This morning in the studio with us is Engineer Chinedu Onyizu, and it's time to welcome your submissions, questions, contributions, whatever it is you want to ask him. This is the time for you to do that right here.
But please remember, do not use any disparaging words, or else we'll have to yank you off. You have to be as civil as possible. The numbers to call are 0815 482 5991 or 0815 492 1991 and 090 1991.
We'll also be taking one or two comments on Facebook. We are streaming live on Facebook, so go drop your question for Engineer Chinedu Onyizu right there and we'll pick it. Engineer, welcome. Let's take this first call. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Move away from your radio set, please.
Mark, good morning.
Good morning to
Honorable,
you.
good morning.
Welcome.
Honorable Chinedu Onyizu, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is the voice of Emmanuel Sunday. Sir, after the meeting, la agenda lile, la vision lile, where Banyere, Abia, South. So, men do you put your Batranga, but like, Bobby Henno one go, later I will go and you go more. Ogumonyam Bungo Trodia. Mutolocum Kenambon 32 years.
Please go straight to the point.
Yes, at the end of the and Bossa. Oh, the candidate really the contest in Obasa, this senatorial contestant. So, at the next time I do Obasara, Ndeli Lebu, I'm going to pass you Champa. But Umpali Lat Panipe, do Tagi, I engage a man law to Ezoku. They have I engage a man law Ezoku because Omoyamata and Garage I see the one. Mother Gapuchende, Lengaso, I walk on up. So don't I engage a man law Ebrani easy, ma Eva
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let's take another call and then we'll allow you to respond to that. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Chaco from Braz. My brother, ever in the one that said, some what I did, as a food, we shall know them. I am a only one a boom, no, them, Yarandicea, ịhụna n'ụtọ ndị sadị ndị na-enwekwa na-emebi ihe anwụrụ abịa egwu mebi ọ na-adị aka oche ahụ n'ọwụ ebe a na-abịa izuru ike ma ọ nọọra ka ma onwe ọzọ enwewenụ plan ịhụna n'ụtọ ndị sadị so Chineke mere ebere ga-egarụkwa obodo mee ka ndị mmadụ mata ihe m na-arịakwa na ọ na-awụ mgbe ụfọ ewụcha ndị anyị na-awụ ndị ọma emechazi haba na fit ya dị ka nọchie njiri Chineke adịghị ekwe ka ọ na-enweta mmeri ka ịgbasi otu ahụ nọchie njiri ebumnobi gị ndị a dị mma bụ ndị ike gị ga-agbalị mezuo ya bikos Labour Party anyị agaghị egwu n'ihi na na-ebibite nọdụ onye ọzọ dị onye na-adịghị mma bịa agbata bịa anyị egwu n'ihi bido bịa hapịa ọwụ ụta ka ọ dị so Labour Party ihe ọbụla chọwụ ndị dị mma gbalịa ọsị ikwere na nkwa ka imelie ime ụta ahụ ya gaziere gị.
Thank you.
Well, engineer, both the first and second caller talked about not the promises, not rhetorics. How are you going to fulfill some of the things you're saying? Hope not when you win, you will renege.
Yeah, thank you. So I tell people, in my campaigns that any politician that tells you things that he will do and does not speak to how, the possible. A scam, the position is a scam. So just to speak to a few things that I'm working on now as we speak. The issue of maternity, care, which is and the government Abia State is they know 500 naira. I'm already talking to an organization that is called Maternity International.
Okay.
The CEO is a friend. We all went to school at Harvard Kennedy School.
Oh, wow.
It's a charity organization. She learnt about, in fact, I sent her the clip from the governor, and she came to tears. And then what they do is to reach out to low-income countries and support women that are about to women in that situation, pregnant women and all that.
That's right.
When I tell people that when I get into office, the minimum a pregnant woman south the registered gijidala mbo 50,000 naira. And therefore we are on the grounds that Nigerian government, because I don't know, I'm not an executive, I'm not going for an executive position. But I said it from the grounds that I'm already working out an arrangement with a global NGO that will make sure that our mothers get through the pain of labor, will walk home with a minimum of 50,000 naira.
So you've started building this positive network already?
Yes. Okay. You can check Maternity International online. It's a multinational.
All right. We'll take this call. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, please.
My name is Peter from Florida. I'm calling from Adam. Honorable, please, we have heard all you have said. And the issue remains that you should bear it in mind that whoever that is representing Aba North and Aba South in that capacity is like one who is representing Federal Capital Territory or in Kenya, in not just only your people, and it's like you are representing the whole world because too many people are here. My question to you is, are we sure? Because I wanted to, disagree with you by the number of years you have run your charity organizations, and he said we should verify, and we should verify. Are you sure that it's not only your people, those here in Aba that you have, that have benefited from your whatever you have done? So how are you going to do it so that it will not be hijacked by some people? Because sometimes even we are just hearing this thing have been done, that has been done over the radio. Nobody will know when it is being done or when such thing, is being taking place.
Okay.
So how are you sure that everybody will know what you are doing?
We get your question. Test your popularity. Let's take another one, engineer, please. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you.
Morning. Mark, good morning, adorable, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
And good morning to you, engineer.
Good morning.
Am I coming out clearly?
Yes, very clear. Your name, please.
Okay. Yeah, this is Chinedu calling from Umojima.
Go ahead.
Engineer, I want to say a big thanks to you for, first and foremost, for honoring this invitation. That shows a lot of regard that you have for the people. And I, on behalf of the people, is saying we appreciate it so well and so much. I want to say this because I wouldn't want to take time so that other people can air their view. You have our booth, and we have known you, and your record is there for everyone to see, just like one of the callers that want to verify the things you said here. Those things are open for anyone to go and see. I am not a politician. The studio, the journalists here, they know me very well. I'm not a politician. I don't campaign for anybody. But with the little time the Lord has brought us to your corner, we have heard about some of these things. I've not even seen you as a person. So we want to say that you have our booth. You are a kind person and a young person too. So you have our booth. A lot of us are here. We may not be making the noise because we are a Christian group. We believe in what we bring, this transformation that we have been praying for, so that our prayer will not at the end of the day, result to nothing. So by God's grace, you have our booth, and that is what we are telling you here, not politically, but this is the truth about it. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you so much, Chinedu, for calling and, of course, pouring the eulogy on Chinedu Onyizo too.
Okay, now, but before you start answering the questions, we have this one from Facebook. Josiah Chuku says, please, Mr. Chinedu, if we elect you as our senator, what will be the fate of over rural area having been neglected over the years by all past and present government, especially Izugu, Moma, Urata areas after Mbakwe government?
The ball is in your court, engineer.
Okay, so I'll take the first one, on whether how our people can learn more about the humanitarian project we have.
How they can benefit more from it. And he said, hope it's not hijacked by your people alone. Hope you're spreading your wings to make sure it gets to other people in different parts of the state too.
Yes. So the way it works is this. We call on Nigerians, of course, for now, because of paucity of funds, we are limiting to Abia South. We call on Abia Southerners to submit pictures, photographs of dilapidated homes of widows, those that are less privileged, so that we look at their condition and then, scale them and then put them, prioritize, the support we give. Before we went to Okwa East, as you know, I was born and bred in Aba, and my parents are from Obingwa. We had around 3 other widows that are in their need for shelter in Obingwa. But when we saw pictures from Okwa East of a woman who only was using old zinc, to cover, where she was sleeping under the rains, with her 5 children, we were touched by that, and we prioritized her case. That was why we moved to her, and within a month, we were able to give her at least a befitting shelter. So
okay, we have 2 minutes to leave the studio. Just wrap up, please.
Recommendable.
Yeah. So if you send in info, we won't be biased about who we work with. We will reach out to you.
Okay.
Right.
Well, thank you all so much for joining the debate this morning. Abia South Senatorial District. We have the candidate of Labour Party, Engineer Chinedu Onyizo, right here. He has been telling us so much about his plans and priority for the people of Abia South Senatorial Zone, and of course how he intends to achieve some of these things. Like he said, which has always been my stand right here, it's not just about the promises, it's about how are you going to achieve these things. And we'll have to let him go at the moment, because we'll be joining the part 2 of this from Umuahia, Flu FM, Umuahia. Colonel Akobondo is already standing by for the part 2 of this. He's also an aspirant too. So, but I would like to get your parting shot, Engineer Chinedu Onyizo, before we exit the studio this morning.
Okay, thank you. So I want to plead with Abia Southerners, especially those with PVCs, now you have the power of choice with the Beavers and the new Electoral Act. I would like you to be bold in mobilizing your friends and family members. Don't be intimidated. When they bring funds, collect them, but make sure you vote. All the things I've spoken to will not happen if I don't get voted in. And the only way that will work is you go there early morning on the 25th of February, queue, peacefully vote. When you vote, don't go. Look for where they wrote LP, which stands for Labour Party. Vote Labour Party on the 3 ballot papers that you'll be given. After voting, don't go home. Please make that sacrifice of staying back to make sure your votes are counted. After collation and counted, make sure you observe them, transmit the votes the way they've been collected. After transmission, take a picture, do a video of all these processes. INEC allows for that, for you to go in with your camera phones. Make a video, post on Facebook. When all these things go viral, there won't be any chance for INEC officials to be compromised, because that is the only way our opponents are looking to manipulate the elections. They've stacked money for that, but with your resolve for us to change this country, for us to change Abia South, we will be able to achieve our collective objectives. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Engineer Chinedu Onizu. Okay, don't also forget that we will soon be joining Flow FM for the second, that is the part 2 of this debate. And yes, special thanks to our partnering stations. That is Flow FM 94.9, I beg your pardon. Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Love 99.9 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM. All in the capital city of Omahia, and Sun 93.1 FM Ibere. Also, All Fat News TV.
Definitely our online partners, All Fat News TV. We have our candid reporters, we have City Times, we have Infonet Niger, Casa News, The Bridge News, and of course Prof J's blog. It's a wrap this morning. We are joining Flow FM immediately. My name is Mark Asonye.
Stella Emanuel is my name.
Stay tuned.
Say 96.5. Go! Let's go. Rapid FM.
The sound of your city.
Joke boy.
Greatness.
I've never seen a girl like you. Swear down. She has a bien, find you. You're welcome. See how brand new. Welcome.
Vote Accord Party. Vote Bishop Emeka Nwamkpa for governor.
Trending stories, breaking news, fast. News Light on Rapid 96.5 FM.
The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory at Wuse Zone 2 on Monday issued an order to restrain President Muhammadu Buhari and the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, from extending or interfering with the February 10 deadline for the use of the old banknotes. The court issued the order following an ex parte application that was brought before it by 4 political parties. The parties behind the suit are the Action Alliance, AA, Action People's Party, APP, Allied People's Movement, APM, and the National Rescue Movement, NRM. The court held that the interim orders would be for an initial period of 7 days, even as it adjourned the matter till February 14 for a hearing. The Central Bank of Nigeria may fine banks holding new notes a sum of 5 million naira and members of the public selling the new notes 50,000 naira. According to Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2022, the CBN governor may propose to alter, rescind, or enforce fresh or more conditions on a licensed bank or financial institution after notifying the banks involved. In the CBN Act 2007, it is an offense to hawk, sell, or otherwise trade in naira notes, and anyone found guilty can face imprisonment for a term not less than 6 months or a fine of at least 50,000 naira. Violators face both fine and imprisonment, according to the document. The Independent National Electoral Commission says warehoused permanent voter cards can no longer be used during elections, as every voter must be authenticated with the bimodal voter accreditation system. The Director General of the Electoral Institute, Dr. Saad Idris, stated this at the political parties' polling agents training workshop and training of trainers in Abuja on Monday, insisting that BVAS is the only means of accreditation of voters on election day. Idris said that in addition to improve the openness and credibility of elections, INEC decided to make available electronic copies of the PU result sheet for the general public to view. He also stated that election personnel, including political party polling agents, must be knowledgeable of their roles and what is expected of them. On the foreign scene, the death toll in Turkey from a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake rose to 2,921 on Tuesday, according to the country's relief agency. The new count brings the confirmed death toll in Turkey and neighboring Syria to 4,365 after a quake considered to be the strongest to hit the region in nearly a century. The 7.8 magnitude quake struck near Gaziantep in the early hours of Monday while people were asleep, and followed hours later by a slightly smaller one, which wiped out an entire section of major Turkish cities in a region filled with millions who have fled the civil war in Syria and other conflicts. Countries including the US and South Korea are sending aid after Turkey issued an international appeal for help. In sport, former Newcastle and Chelsea star Christian Atsu has finally been rescued from a destroyed building following an earthquake in Turkey. Atsu, who was reportedly missing alongside Hatayspor sporting director Tana Savut, is injured but is now out of the building, Vice President Mustafa Ozat has confirmed. The Premier League has charged Manchester City with more than 100 breaches for its financial rules following a 4-year investigation. It has referred the club to an independent commission over alleged rule breaches between 2009 and 2018. It also accused City of not cooperating since the investigation started in December 2018.
Trending stories, breaking news fast. News Light on Rapid 96.5 FM.
Hurry up. Ready? Volunteer 96.5. Go! Let's go. Rapid FM.
The sound of your city.
leswi cinisa swona vala ku tiva leswi ni winisa swona na ku jima vala ku tiva leswi jimisa swona a ku na munhu la swi twisisa swona yini leswi vanhu va ni rhandzisa swona lavan'wani vala ku tiva leswi tirhisa swona vala ku vona leswi ndakisa swona vala ku vona leswi hlanyisa swona. You wasn't there when we were shooting in the gym back then when the money wasn't coming in. You wasn't there when we were shooting in the gym. Click click show my Josie, can I have a pic? You wasn't there when we were shooting in the gym back then when the money wasn't coming in. You wasn't there when we were shooting in the gym. Click click show my Josie, can I have a pic? Ndawin aye gonna man chale ndawin aye gonna man chale ndawin aye gonna man la mountain chale ndawin aye gonna man chale chale ish chale chale how far chale ish chale 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 how far chale chale ish chale chale how far chale ish chale 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 how far chale.
Greatness.
I've never seen a girl like you. Swear down, down. She a say, Bian, find you. You're welcome. See how brand new. What about? I'm girl after you. Now you.
DJ Native.
See, girl move to the center. Girl, make you wine me selector. Hey, wait, make a carry you go penthouse. And if you wine in your life, you go better. Oh, girl, me no be lena. Me go
to live
from the
better
center.
life.
Hey, I be on a lot, girl, I go give you a room for my quarters. I'm
ensuring that they are all captured.
Now let's talk about your people.
And of course, that also includes security, which is a key element and very topical one at this time.
Okay, maybe we need to, interrogate your manifesto. What do you have for the people of Abia Central Senatorial Zone?
Well, they're in segments. If you look at all that needs to be done, the first things that come to mind is empowerment, youth empowerment. I also know that is topical and at center stage, and that will also be in segments that will be aggregated, to wholesomely deliver that. You are looking at youths that have gone to school, qualified without employment. You are looking at youths that are not graduates. You are looking at the youths also that have no means of going to school but can access training through other means, like vocational training and all that they need to earn a living. You are looking at all those. I'm going to concentrate and focus on whatever that will better the lives of the people. And youth empowerment has gone beyond providing keke and all that. I'm not saying that is not good. I'm only saying that we should also elevate the standards. For instance, I do not believe that every child can be a graduate. There are those who cannot be. And I also know that if you provide appropriate platforms through vocational training and power them by giving them access to finances, they can start their small businesses and end up employing graduates. I have seen it happen. I've encouraged people in the past to do that. And I know young people that started startups that have grown, and today they are employers of labor. And for those who are graduates at various levels, you empower them through giving them opportunities, looking for jobs for them. And those who also have skills, who want to do businesses, you give them access to funds, because the basic thing now is not paid employment, but to encourage young people to develop themselves in such a manner that they can also be employer of labor. It's not about handout, but getting them prepared to employ people and also getting them prepared for leadership.
Okay, so in the area of agriculture, do you have any plans for people of Abia Central Senatorial Zone, considering the fact that some of them are also farmers?
Yes, why not? Because Abia State is an agrarian zone, no question about that. And in agriculture, the value chain is big. So we will encourage those who are interested in agriculture. First of all, funding is key. You have to create funds for them through various agencies and accessing opportunities for them. And again, you also need to facilitate markets. Otherwise, you have all kinds of produces in the market, then you have glut. Like as it was the case of cassava at the time, everybody went to it, but there was no market. You look at various categories of farmers, from subsistence level to all those who can, big-time farmers who can also export their agricultural produce, and encourage them through access to funds, exposure to agencies that can help them, through training. You provide advocacy also for them. Like I said earlier, access to market is very, very important.
Now, let's talk about the positions you've held before now. You've held positions in government. Tell us what were your achievements at the time.
Well, the very outstanding position in government, the truth is that I've not held an elective position. That's one. I was a minister of State for Defense, and it was a very, very short tenure. I was a minister just for 2 months and 9 days. If you calculate the number of days I was in the office, I will agree with me that that was a very short period for anybody to make impact in terms of goodies that will go to his people. But that notwithstanding, I was also able to empower some young people. I got a couple of them employed. I facilitated a few things for them in terms of access to money for small scale businesses. I know a good number of them that are in federal agencies, not only when I started as a party officer, by empowering them, encouraging them, sourcing for opportunities for employment, and also providing help, paying school fees, scholarship, and all that.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Abia State election debate, and my guest is the PDP candidate for Abia Central Senatorial Zone. Don't forget that this particular broadcast is live on Flow 94.9 FM, Family Love 99.9 FM, Real 99.1 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, BCA 88.1 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM, Son 91.9 FM Aba, Son 91.3 FM Igbere, All Facts News Online Television, Candid Reporters, Infonet Niger, Kasat News, City Times Online, The Bridge News Online, and Prof J Blog. We'll take a breather now. When we come back, the debate continues. Stay with us.
Anyị tụọrọ ya votu, anyị tụọrọ ya votu, anyị tụọrọ ya votu. Ọ bụ onye ka
Chifokore. Ka ịkpọkwa nwunye gị lụ ụmụ gị n'ọtụtụ na akpara PVC na akala agaja dịkwa mma.
Ọ ịnụbeghị na ndị Abia Central ekwekọrịtala na ọ bụ Colonel Austin Akobondo ga-anọchite anya ndị Abia Central n'ụlọ omeiwu ala anyị bụ Senate.
Colonel Akobondo.
Ọ ya nwa.
Echigbo mmadụ ahụ.
Ọ ya ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya.
Olee ebe o si na-afụta?
Ọ PDP ka o si na-apụta.
Ebe anyị sere mbala.
Ọ ya nwa.
Abia Central pụtanị n'igwe ka anyị bie ya n'aka ebe ahụ esere mbilarị ka anyị tụnyere na Colonel Austin Akobondo ịnọchite anya Abia Central na Senate.
PDP power to the people change ma nwoke ma nwanyị bịa ọ bụ onye nke anyị nwata na ikere bịa ọ bụ onye nke anyị.
Ọ bụ ndị Abia Central Youth Movement tiri aka n'ozi a.
All right, welcome back to the program. It's still Abia State debate, and my guest is PDP candidate for Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Colonel Austin Akobondo, retired. And this particular broadcast is live on Flow 94.9 FM, Family Love 99.9 FM, Real 99.1 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, BCA 88.1 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM, Son 91.9 FM Aba, Son 91.3 FM Igbere, All Facts News Online Television, Candid Reporters, Infonet Niger, Kasat News, City Times Online, and The Bridge News Online. Prof J's blog as well. Welcome back to the program, Colonel. Now let us look at your achievement as well as a military officer. When you were there as a soldier, what were you able to do for your people, especially in Abia Central Senatorial Zone?
Thank you so much. As a very young officer, I recall that as far back as 1986, I started grading and maintaining the roads in my local, I'll be specific, in my local government. It was a yearly exercise, and it has continued till date. In 2004, I single-handedly provided electricity for my community. If you know my area very well, from Imigu to Oloko, I provided electricity, I distributed electricity to almost every family, churches and schools at that particular time. It was a single project that I still relish till today, because at that time you could count communities that were fed with electricity. Electricity was mostly along the major trunks, Ikotepene, Umuahia roads. But I was able to, by the special grace of God, achieve that feat. As a military officer also, I encouraged lots of young people, those who were interested in the military, to get recruited. Some of them went to NDA. Those who couldn't were recruited, and also they pursued their career and got to the highest. Some of them are still in the military, up to not just the Army, Air Force, and Navy, as well as paramilitary institutions. I'm aware of some gentlemen that also helped. I recall one brilliant chap from my place. I was in Port Harcourt then, very, very brilliant, an engineer. Through my facilitation, I was employed in Ajip And today, that young man has been a source of pride to me because he has risen very high, and he has also helped. The multiplier effect is unbelievable. He has helped to employ and empower as many people as possible. I started encouraging young people to go to school as far back as that time. I provided funds, encouraged them. I can't even count the number of young people that have empowered. Some I don't even know them. Some of them stop me, say, sir, I'm so person, I know you will not remember. What are you doing now? I'm here, I'm there. And it's a major source of accomplishment and pride for me, to the glory of God. So I've done quite a lot.
Okay, now let's talk about party politics. Your party, the People's Democratic Party, has actually occupied the position which you are also what you want to also occupy right now since 1999. So far, what do you make of the performance of the previous senators who have actually represented the zone?
Well, if you were attendance when we launched our manifesto, I paid special tribute to all of them who had the opportunity, to be senators, Federal Republic, representing Abia Central. At each point, they did their best. The job of a senator or a legislator is not to award contracts. The job of a legislator is to make laws and attract contracts and other amenities to his or her constituencies. So most of them did very well. I know that even in my community, I recall Senator Digije gave us our first borehole. I know Senator Nkechi Nwogu built a school block and provided a borehole at that particular time. I know that Senator T. Orji has done excellently well in my local government and in all the constituent local government areas. I know that he has attracted water resources in terms of borehole. He has built hospitals. He has attracted electricity projects. He has empowered lots and lots of young people through his scholarship program. So all of them at one time or the other have done very well. But all I say is that looking at the benchmark in my job is to follow suit and surpass their achievements.
Now, let me also get your general assessment of PDP in Abia State since 1999. They've held sway here. With what is on ground right now, what would be your assessment, not this time around, not as a party man, but as an Abian?
Every administration has its own challenges. There are low points, there are high points. The administration of Okezie Ikpeazu has done its best, especially in the areas of infrastructure in some parts of the state. It is still work in progress. I know, I take my area for instance, the roads leading to my community was first awarded by NDDC at the cost of 1.4 billion at the time some years back. I single-handedly attracted that project. But unfortunately, because of the politics of NDDC and lack of proper appropriation and funding, that project was stalled, is being reactivated, and the governor did not wait for NDDC, to come back to site. He has also taken up the challenge of ensuring that that road gets into my community and beyond. And as I speak to you now, work is going on. They are doing the drainages. I'm sure there are other communities within Abia State that he has made some impact. I'm not saying it's total. Government is a continuum. He has initiated some projects. He has committed to, as much as possible, completing them before leaving office. In the area of small and medium enterprises, has done very well Today, Abia Central is an SME hub. That is an area that I can credit the governor very well, because there's nobody who does not know that Abia State declared the best in terms of SMEs. He has also shown that youths can be lifted. His government has been more of a youth-sensitive government, even in terms of appointments. He has also empowered a good number of them. Like I said, it is hardly enough. There are areas that he still needs to pay attention to, and he has committed to that. Like I said, it's still work in progress, and he's doing his best, given the challenges and also based on the availability of funds at his disposal.
Now, tell us, how confident are you that your party, the PDP, will come out victorious in the 2023 governorship election in Abia State, going by the fact that there are other political parties who appears to be waxing so strong and very much willing to take over power from the PDP?
First of all, I am a strong believer in multi-party democracy. I know that Abia is predominantly PDP. To that extent, I'm confident that we'll win, because we have an aggressive campaign that started, but stalled temporarily because of the passing of our Guba candidates. I know that all the candidates have quality manifestos that they intend to follow if elected, and they are marketing and campaigning and ingratiating themselves with the electorate. I don't have any doubts in my mind, no matter the challenges, that my party will hold sway at the election.
Even when you have a new candidate who has not been there for a very long time, you just brought him in, how certain that he will win the election for you?
I'm sure he will win the election because he has been on ground. He knows everything about Abia. He's a grassroots politician, and don't forget also that he's the political party that is going for election.
If you are just joining us, this is Abia's election debate, and the guest has been the PDP candidate for Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Colonel Austin Akobondo, retired. We'll take a breather now. When we come back, we'll now open the phone line so that you can be part of this discussion. Stay with us.
The Abia State Election Debate Team has announced an adjustment to the schedule of the ongoing election debate, as candidates and political parties have also adjusted their programs following the recent passing of the PDP flag bearer. The new schedule is as follows: Abia North Senatorial Zone, Friday, February 3rd, 2023. Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Saturday, February 4th. Abia South Senatorial Zone, Tuesday, February 7th. Deputy Governorship Debate, Tuesday, February 14th. Governorship Debate, Wednesday, February 15th. Participating candidates and political parties had to take note of the new schedule. For inquiries, call 0806 464 8667 or 0806 356 866. Announcer, organizers, Abia State Election Debate Team. Abia State Election Debate Team has announced an adjustment to the schedule of the ongoing election debate, as candidates and political parties have also adjusted their programs following the recent passing of the PDP flag bearer. The new schedule is as follows: Abia North Senatorial Zone, Friday, February 3rd, 2023. Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Saturday, February 4th. Abia South Senatorial Zone, Tuesday, February 7th. Deputy Governorship Debate, Tuesday, February February 14th. Governorship debate, Wednesday, February 15th. Participating candidates and political parties had to take note of the new schedule. For inquiries, call 0806 464 8667 or 0806 356 866. Announcer, organizers, Abia State Election Debate Team.
Anyị tụọrọ ya votu o, anyị tụọrọ ya votu o, anyị tụọrọ ya votu o, ọ bụ onye nke anyị.
Chief Okoro. Ka ịkpọkwa nwunye gị ụmụ gị n'ọtụtụ na-akpara PVC na akala agaja dịkwa mma.
Ọ ịnụbeghị na ndị Abia Central ekwekọrịtala na ọ bụ Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ ga-anọchite anya ndị Abia Central n'ụlọ omeiwu ala anyị bụ Senate.
Colonel Akọbụndụ.
Ọ ya nwa.
Echigbo mmadụ ahụ.
Ọ ya ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya.
Olee ebe o si na-afọta?
Ọ PDP ka o si na-apụta.
Ebe anyị sere mbala.
Ọ ya nwa.
Abia Central pụtani n'igwe ka anyị pịa ya n'aka ebe ahụ esere mbilarị ka anyị tụnye na Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ ịnọchite anya Abia Central na Senate.
PDP
Power to the people.
Ma nwoke ma nwanyị bịa ọ bụ onye nke anyị. Nwata na ikere bịa ọ bụ onye nke anyị.
Ọ bụ ndị Abia Central Youth Movement tiri aka n'ozi a.
Onye ga-agara anyị, onye ka anyị ga-eziga. Anyị ga-eziga Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ, nwoke ọma iji aga mba, dike akọ na mba, ọjịagha iji eme ọnụ, nwoke ọma ma nwere obi sarịsarị, nwoke ọma nwere obi umeala, ka ọ ga-anọchite anya anyị na Abuja as the senator representing Abia Central. Nwoke ọma iji aga mba, awụ onye anyị ga-abịanye aka, ebe anyị ga-abịanye aka wee ebe esele mbụlarị. Ụmụ Abia Central o ruola no ka anyị pụta n'igwe come 2023 ọnwa ebe anyị ga-abịanye aka ebe esere mbụlarị maka Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ. Ya mere ikwu anọ isi ala ngwa North and South, Ụmụahịa North and South, ndị osisi ọma ngwa pụtanụ n'igwe ka anyị bịanye aka ebe esere mbụlarị. Ọwụ Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ bụ onye ga-anọchite anya anyị come 2023. Ọ ga-agara anyị Abuja dịka akọ na mba.
All right, welcome back. It's still Abia election debate, and the guest is the PDP candidate for Abia Central Senatorial Zone, Colonel Austin Akọbụndụ, retired. Don't forget that this broadcast is live on Flow 94.9 FM, Family Love FM 99.9, Real 99.1 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, BCA 88.1 FM, Rapid 96.1 FM, Sun 91.9 FM Aba, and Sun 91.3 FM Iwere. All Facts News Online Television, Candid Reporters, Infonet Niger, Kasat News, Sisi Times Online, The Bridge News Online, and Prof J's blog. Welcome back to the program, Colonel. Now, it's time for us to actually open the phone line so you can be part of our discussion this morning on Abia election debate. The numbers to call are 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. You can also send your SMS on 090-65108-289. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Eddie Maya from the Peruvian.
Okay.
My friends call me Brigadier. I'm calling from the South.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Our distinguished senator is waiting. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Hey, there.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, I don't have any question to ask our incoming senator because I know that we have packaged so many things for the people of Abia Central. one thing I know about Colonel Austin Akobundo retired is that I've not seen him make any promise without fulfilling it. And if you watch or if you go through his manifesto, you actually find out that he has packaged a lot for Abia Central constituents, especially the youth. He has made so many promises to Abia Central youth. So I want to urge Abia Central youth, Abia Central at large, for this man vote, because this man is a good man.
Okay.
So he's a good man. If you come close to him, you know that he has genuine interest for the welfare of Abia Central.
Thank you.
So I want to implore Abia Central constituents to vote for this man massively to ensure that he is being elected on February 25th. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, the number is to call at 080-8182-6949 or 08116052949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome. What's your name? Kingsley, go ahead.
This morning, but they don't have any leadership power. Go to the street, I read the opinion of people, you know that activity is happening somewhere for this country. So, to me, activity is going nowhere. We are going to get the better. Let us find a fresh air and see what's going on in this state. For me, activity has done absolutely nothing. Has nothing to offer.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's your opinion, though. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Okay. The numbers again are 080-8182-6949 or 08116052949. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Awesome. Colonel Austin. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Colin Sudochukwu. I'm calling from Amaponte.
Okay.
Please permit me to use Igbo.
Go ahead.
Okay. Colonel, I want any doubts. You're a very good man.
Thank you, sir.
I've not met you before, but from things I know. But there are some areas expected you to say 8-point network. The questions and there's some certain things when I book about the governor what he did. What about salary? That's one. Two, I also want to advise you, you're an elderly man. You never travel far and near. You know what I'm saying. This election now all about party. It's all about individuals. Because as for me, I've been in PDP. I've not gotten anything. I also want to use the opportunity to tell you, you talked about agriculture. Agriculture is not the same one now, but we release the echo. Individuals say we're clean up. I have a farm that contains up to 800 broilers. Since last year, all of them died. I've been out of business for good